If your spouse asked for a separation or divorce, but they never did any action to actually file or take any moves for actually like planning things out or really just putting any work in and actually separating other than just running off and just having their freedom, watch this video. So this is the type of breakup request that comes from a dismissive avoidant. What that means is your ex was probably a people pleaser or maybe somebody that went through some emotional neglect in childhood. They come from a more tough love or stoic type family, or maybe they had a really rough childhood. And they have limited communication skills. And you probably noticed over the course of the relationship, they didn't really do a lot to tell you what bothered them or what they needed from you. And over time, this resentment stacked up and they felt like they were losing their freedom. And now all of a sudden, it feels like they're in a state of midlife crisis. The stereotypical midlife crisis of the guy in his 40s that buys the convertible and all of a sudden starts wearing sunglasses indoors and all this kind of shit. That is the person that was people pleasing their whole life, right? And they're usually doing that because of the way that they grew up and they were told that their feelings didn't matter. So now you as their spouse have inherited this problem. And what I want to tell you is that when your spouse asks for separation or divorce and they don't take any action to actually make that happen, a lot of times if you just don't move the needle forward, if you just like let it be, just let them run off and have the separation, yeah, it might suck because they're out dating or even hooking up with other people. It might suck because you don't know if you're going to come back together or not and you're left in limbo. But a lot of times if you just don't move the needle forward, you will not end up with a divorce. A lot of times they'll just be separate. And from that separation space, you can start to reattract them over time. It's gonna take some time, okay? But you can start to reattract them and maybe even never end up with a divorce at all. Now, what I will say is that if they are asking for the divorce or like taking some steps to talk about it or push it forward, you can't resist that. And if the divorce goes through, it doesn't mean it's game over if you don't want it to be. It just means that you're going to go through the divorce before you get them back. You just have to know what you're doing. So if you're going through something like this right now, I can help you strategize through it. Comment or DM the word magnet to sign up for my coaching program where I will handhold you through every step of the way of your divorce or separation.